If you own a home in Dartmouth, especially in downtown Dartmouth, Woodside, or the Cole Harbour areas, and you're thinking about selling in 2026, there's something that you need to understand before you talk price, timelines, or even listing strategy. Dartmouth doesn't have much time left as the affordable alternative to Halifax. Buyers don't see the area like that anymore. And if your price or your position of your home is based on that old mindset, you could quietly undersell one of the biggest assets that you own. I'm Logan Tomczyk, your real-life realtor here in Halifax. I work with sellers across Dartmouth, and over the past few years, I've watched something really important change. Not just prices, but buyers' intent. In this video, I want to break down what that shift actually looks like, why it matters so much for sellers, and how to price and position your Dartmouth home properly in today's market. I'll also share a real experience from my own work that shows exactly how sellers can leave money on the table without even realizing it. Now, for a long time, Dartmouth lived in Halifax's shadow. Buyers came here because they had to, because Halifax just simply felt too expensive, because they were compromising on where they were wanting to live. That's not what's happening anymore. Today's buyers are choosing Dartmouth intentionally. They're drawn to the waterfront, the walkability, the ferry commute, the local businesses, and the sense of community that feels different and in many cases more livable than parts of the Halifax Peninsula. Things have shifted to a more vibrant, optimistic version of Dartmouth. The famously known dark side has become a shining lighthouse, helping guide home buyers all along the way. Now, analogies aside, this vibrant shift matters because intentional buyers act differently compared to tired buyers. They're not looking for discounts. They're not apologizing for their purchases. They're confident in their decisions, and confident buyers know exactly what they want, and they're willing to pay more for it, but again, only when they see the right home with the right value that fits their lifestyle. This is where many sellers end up getting stuck. They still price their home based off of old comps, old narratives, and outdated advice. They assume that they need to stay competitive with Halifax instead of recognizing that Dartmouth now stands tall on its own. Let me paint a scenario for you. Let's talk about a homeowner in downtown Dartmouth. In this role play, he had owned his home for years. Beautiful character property. Walkability is fantastic to the ferry and surrounding areas. And it had all sorts of amenities just coming up that buyers want today. But when he first talked about selling, he was hesitant. He would say something along the lines of, "Oh, I don't want to overprice my home. Dartmouth homes don't sell like they do in Halifax." Now, as a realtor, when I hear something like this, that sentence tells me everything that I need to know about this seller. The seller isn't thinking about today's buyer. They're thinking about yesterday's reputation. They're suggesting a price that on paper, it feels safe. I don't doubt that undervaluing your home would have caused it to sell, but it would have sold quickly and quietly without maximizing the home's actual worth and the potential value that you could be having. And that's the most dangerous kind of underselling, because you never know what you might have missed out on. In these types of situations, I like to slow down a bit with my clients, take a breath, and ask some more questions and look at some more comparables in the market to really dial in our marketing and pricing strategy. I always look at current buyer behavior, not just sold data, analyzing where recent buyers were coming from, not to mention look at how long comparable homes were taking to sell when positioned properly. What we see then is a little bit more clarity, and we can make our next move appropriately. Again, not with stress, not with confusion or hope that something will happen our way, but we move forward with confidence, with content that we've done our research, and knowing that we did our homework can make us move with a plan that's designed to generate results. In most cases, homes in downtown Dartmouth that tell a lifestyle story, again with the ferry, walkability, culture, they tend to attract more interest and stronger offers compared to homes that are just photos online of basic 4 walls and appliances in the kitchen. So we gotta change our approach here if you're selling in Dartmouth. Instead of pricing homes in Dartmouth saying, oh, it's comparable to Halifax, I keep my focus on the value that Dartmouth has on its own merit. We don't just market the house, we market the experience of living there. We highlight things like the morning ferry route, the ability to walk to coffee shops or restaurants nearby, the neighborhood feel that buyers just can't replace anywhere else. And most importantly, we align the price with the vibrant buyer mindset, not the old stigma from years past. That's the entire lesson here with this scenario. We market in Dartmouth to make sure that things just haven't changed on a whim. We understand that there's been a slow, gradual change over time with buyers. And that's what truly changed here. And now more than ever, do home buyers have the most knowledge in the market. They can see through overpriced homes that need renovations. And on the flip side of the argument, they can see through homes that are underpriced and undervalued, where they know that the seller is not properly understanding the value of their own home. This is why pricing strategy in Dartmouth has become more nuanced. It's no longer about what is my home going to sell for. It's about asking questions like, who is this home for? And how are they thinking throughout this process? Buyers coming to Dartmouth today are often professionals working downtown, couples prioritizing lifestyle over square footage, downsizers who want walkability, relocator buyers who just prefer the pacing of Dartmouth, or even first-time buyers who are looking to get out of the rental rat race. Those buyers respond to confidence, clarity, and position, not discounted prices, even though I'm sure they would all jump on discounted prices. But what does this mean for sellers and what we need to actually do? First, you need to focus on Dartmouth, not as a generic market stat, because downtown Dartmouth, Woodside, Cole Harbour are all different than Halifax, and one street can be very different from another. Second, your marketing needs to lead with lifestyle, not just features. The ferry matters, walkability matters, community matters. Third, pricing needs to reflect demand quality, not fear. Pricing low can really make your home sell quicker, but it might not be the right strategy if you're looking to get top dollar. The biggest mistake I see Dartmouth sellers making is assuming that buyers still are buying for convenience. They're not. They need reassurance that they're making a smart decision, and that comes from how the home is presented and how it's priced. Dartmouth is no longer the backup plan. It's the destination. And sellers who recognize that are the ones who maximize their equity. If you're planning to sell your Dartmouth home in 2026, I've put together a free home seller's guide that will walk you through the pricing strategies and how to position your home properly in this market. You'll find it in the link below in the description. If you want to talk through your specific situation, timing, value, or whether now even makes sense for you to sell, you can book a one-on-one coffee with myself, and again, the link is directly below in the description. I'm Logan Tomczyk, your real-life realtor. My goal is to help you sell your home with confidence, clarity, and with strategy, not outdated assumptions. If this video has helped, make sure you like it, make sure you subscribe down here, and I provide more Halifax and HRM real estate insights, and I'll see you on the next one.